I wanted to introduce you to some of our Kane Miller titles. Usborne Books and More is composed of two publishers, Usborne Books and Kane Miller. The Usborne Books are kind of known as the intellectual component, while Kane Miller is more of the emotional or feeling side. This is one of our books for the little itty bitty bits. It's got a magnetic closure here on the front, and it opens up to all these amazing little books. You can pull them out of here, and you can see that it matches down there in the hole. And it just has little bits of information. I am a pig, my home is a sty, my baby's called a piglet, and so on. They're just these little itty bitty books that kids will use also to stack up and build with. They can also match them in there. This is a great baby shower gift. It's kind of my go-to for that right now. And since it's got the magnetic closure, it doesn't fall open in the diaper bag. There's also a Wild Animal World one as well. These are only $12.99 and a great deal at that price. Moving on to another Kane Miller title. This is Flippy Floppy Jungle Animals. We also have a sea one and a farm animals one, excuse me. So it's got this great illustration style that kind of looks like watercolor painting with some pen drawing up on top of it. So on this side it has it saying, "Can you find me? I'm hiding somewhere." But this page is where the genius comes in. It's got all these little tabs. So you fold open and you got a zebra. You fold it open and you've built on and made a wildebeest. Building on further to make the rhinoceros. And once you fold them all open, you've got the elephant. I think it's an absolutely brilliant way to engage the children in the process of finding something while building things as they go. It's got this great little peek through so they see the eyes from the other page. The tabs help them with the turning of the pages, and they also learn all sorts of great animal names in this one. And that happens on every single page. So you're building different scenes as you go. It's very interactive, and the kids love being able to do it themselves, turning all the different tabs. This one is also $12.99. Like I said, there are others in this series, and you'll want all of them once your kids have experienced one of them. This is one of Kane Miller's picture books. This is a great title on perspective. It's really for all sorts of ages. My kids who are 5 and 8 love this book. It's also a great preschool or kindergarten book because it talks about different points of view and perspective. So here you see part 1. And part 1 is from the perspective of the little girl. She finds this little animal out in the forest and thinks he needs help. So she's taking him home and taking care of him, building him a home and all sorts of things. She shares him with her friends. But then he escapes out the window. And she's all worried about him, can't stop thinking about him. But then, there he is, in the window. He has come back and they've become friends. But then we get the perspective from the point of view of the beast. So he has a slightly different take on things. He's hanging out in the forest, having a good time, when he's ambushed, but he thinks she's the beast, taking him to her secret lair, torturing him by making him take a bath and put on this hat and sweater, surrounded by all of her noisy beast friends. He again escapes. But we get a little bit of perspective on what he was thinking while he's out there. You know, it's peaceful in the woods. A bit too peaceful, perhaps. And also a bit wet. Weather like this, one could do with a nice, warm hat. So, he goes back. Thinks he's just going back to get the hat, right? But she's waiting and seems happy to see him. He decides that maybe, just maybe, she wasn't that terrible after all. So it's a great way to teach little kids about perspective and that other kids have valid points of view. This one is $12.99. It's a great title and you'll get lots of great life out of it.